What's on, guys? Because Crypto here with another video. Today, as we can see, the markets have sold off a little bit today. The whole cryptocurrency space now down to 3.33 trillion. So about 100 billion lost in the cryptocurrency space from your kind of spot bags, down 2.57%. Guys, anything in this video isn't financial advice. It's just a guy that loves cryptocurrency and a guy that loves to chat. So again, fear and greed now down to 61, coming into that kind of neutral kind of zone coming into, and altcoin season is 21. So currently, Bitcoin is trading at $105,500, nearly $600. On the daily, we are down 2.2%. Ethereum still trading over 2,600. Great to see. Doing again, down a little bit more volatile, not a significant amount, but a bit more, just down 3.7%. And then XRP trading out at $2.18, so we've dropped below that $2.20 mark. For me, I'm going to be buying some spot into this kind of area here, just because I see it as a buying opportunity. Again, not financial advice, just what I like to do. Just like to get involved any time the prices are a bit lower. And again, trading at 4.2% down on the daily. Solana down just over 5.2%, and trading at $163. Then your Dogecoin, obviously it's a meme coin, so the volatility is a bit higher. So we are down 8.75% and trading at just over 20 cents. Sui as well, trading at $3.43 and down 5.8% on the daily. Chainlink as well, to be fair, it's probably a good buying spot for Chainlink. It's down nearly 8% on the daily. Same with Avalanche, 9%. So again, projects top 15 and pretty good projects, but their prices have come down a little bit. Whether these are opportunities to buy, again, up to you guys, but I know what I will be doing. So let's look into the charts of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin on the daily, we closed below the 106,000 kind of level of support. Again, it's on the daily, so we're coming towards the end of the week. Sometimes these spikes of, again, it's coming towards even the end of the month, sorry. So obviously tomorrow is the last day of the month. But we could see, hopefully, Bitcoin get above the 106 again after, coming into Sunday. But in that meantime, coming into the June basically, but in that meantime, we could see some more volatility and possibly come back, come down to this 103 range. Again, we'll look at the liquidations in a minute, but we can kind of gauge where the higher kind of liquidation is and higher leverage. Again, some have been wiped out, but we'll look at that in a moment. So if we go on to the hourly, so on the hourly, Bitcoin currently, so let's go here, let's zoom out a little bit. So come in, let's say, should we go from about there, so about literally 24 hours ago, we have come down again to the wick of, came down to 104,700 around, 104,700 for Bitcoin. So that's basically 3.8% we've seen a bit of a sell-off, so a significant amount for Bitcoin. So realistically, we want to try again and hold this level of, get above that 106 range. Again, we can come down to about 103. 100,000 isn't off the table, but again, it's a good level of support, and I think a good level of psychological support as well. So hopefully we might wick down to 99.7, 99.6 at one point. I mean, if you imagine that if we go down from where we are right now down to there, you're looking at another 5.5%. If we wick down a little bit, so let's say we could see up to 6% kind of retracement again, but around 5.5% again over the next kind of day or so. Just got to prepare for the worst, guys. I mean, with these sell-offs, I mean, obviously if you're leveraging, a bit more stressful, but if you've got your spot bag and you've got some capital to decide, again, what I will be doing is I will be buying in kind of, again, I don't hold Bitcoin, but obviously Bitcoin's sold off 3.8%. Let's check Ethereum in a minute. I hold XRP, Solana, Sui, a bit lower down kind of the tier. But let's go from here. Here. So down to here. So from the same point where Bitcoin sold off 3.8%, Ethereum has sold off 6.6%, so a bit more volatility, but we're still over that $2,600 range, which is amazing to see for Ethereum. So it's trading, again, we've had a bit of a sell-off, but again, it's trading reasonably well. And we are holding, again, 2.6 at the minute, $2,600. We wicked down to 2,550. And where are we to? So on the daily, we closed around 2.6. Let's double check a minute. Just want to just really double check that. So on the daily, closed, yeah, so 2,630. So we're still above that $2,600 range. So Ethereum not doing too bad. Again, like we say, a bit of a sell-off, but not looking too bad. So yeah, XRP trading at just under $2.19. Guys, I mean, this level of support right here for XRP it's about the 218, 219 mark. We want to really hold that. Again, on the daily, we kind of, where do we go down to? I think went down to $2.24, was it? So yeah, $2.24. So XRP at the minute looking like it is selling off quite a bit. And if we compare to Bitcoin's 3.8% and Ethereum's 6.6%, let's have a look. See, so going from about, let's go from about here, because 29th of May. So good. Let's go from this wick here. There we go. So down. We went down to about 217. Sorry, 213, so 7.5%. Yeah, 7.5%. So again, a little bit more volatility, but again, XRP realistically on the daily, we want to close above that 218. Absolutely, if we can close above that 220 range, $2.20, that would be a lot better. But guys, like we said, if Bitcoin kind of sells off, so Bitcoin sold off from the similar time where we just shown time frame yesterday. 3.8, XRP was about 7.5. So let's say we see near enough a double kind of correction again from here. Obviously, Bitcoin's correction down to 100k was about 5.5. So you could be looking at possibly around, your $2 range, I'd say. $2 to $1.90 possibly. So be careful with your XRP bags. Again, if you're leveraging, be very careful, because we can come down to those levels because Bitcoin is selling off a little bit and possibly tapping into those liquidations. And then Solana at the minute trading at $164. Around so yesterday we kind of, let's say the highest wick of yesterday coming down to today, we're down 8.5%. Fine. Okay, so Solana currently again trading below that $165 kind of level of support, but yesterday we kind of, where did we go? So we on the candle kind of closed, where is it? 166 on the daily. So let's have a look, just double check. Yeah, 166 on the daily. So Solana's still holding above $165 on the daily. So hopefully today we come back up to that. Again, depending on what Bitcoin kind of does, we will see what happens there. But again, all these opportunities here, guys, they are opportunities to buy. Well, that's what I will be doing because I've got a bit of capital still available. So I will be, again, at the lows, best times to buy, you see the most returns. I mean, that's what we all want. That's what we're here for, right? And Casper as well. I mean, let's just have a quick look at Casper. So coming from 29th from here, what are we down? So go from here all the way down to here. So 10.5%. So again, for me, buying opportunity for Casper, but we are down a fair bit. So again, more volatility as we go kind of down the curve. And then let's have a good look at Sui. So Sui's come from just over $3.70 and it's wicked down to 34, and that is a 10.2% kind of sell off there as well. So we have seen quite a lot of volatility over the last 24 hours in the crypto space. But again, guys, Bitcoin kind of controls it. But have a look at Chainlink. Look at this. We are now below levels of $15. So for me, Chainlink, this is a very good one. Look at this candle here. That's a stinking candle after midnight. So closed. Guys, look at that. Closed like literally just above that $15 level for Chainlink. But let's go from here on the 29th. 12, just over 12%, 12.2% sell off in the last 24 hours. So guys, again, 12.2% is partially significant. Again, it's not the worst kind of sell-offs we've seen in the crypto space in this bull run. We've obviously had around the tariffs, recession scares, all this, but at the minute, all these times and these kind of in the market, these can make you a lot of money. So I don't think a bull run's over or even fully begun, I'll be honest. We've had a little bit of an altcoin season, like we said, around the November, December time. But if we go onto the daily here and we look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, guys, look at this. So currently still around 64%. Bitcoin is 64% of the whole cryptocurrency space. That's significantly high. So again, with that kind of where we were in November, we came down to Bitcoin dominance being at around 54%. All we've done is come up again. Again, we've broke this trend line a bit, but we're holding that level now of just over 62% of Bitcoin dominance. So realistically, we want to, and again, we're not going above 64 at the minute, 64.3. So, we're kind of ranging here. So I feel like once we break this level of resistance here, we could start to see altcoins really pick up. But guys, at the minute, the way the cryptocurrency space, day by day, it's always chopping and changing. I know people say that the cryptocurrency space, especially Bitcoin, is less volatile now. But guys, we've gone from 100. Well, where are we? So with Bitcoin, we've went from 111,800 to 100. Just dipping into 104,000 in a week. So that is about there. So 6.5% of something that's $2 trillion asset, still partially volatile. You probably don't get these spikes with of assets, but again, like I say, it's an asset that constantly goes up, no matter with Bitcoin. If you bought at the highs of 2021, let's go back here. So let's say 2021, you bought the highs here, you're still up. A good. Let's go here. So you're still up a good, what I want to say, 70%, 55%, but still, yeah. So I'm trying to do my maths there. I was miscalculating that. So 55% you're still up. So even if you bought the highs in 2021, obviously you would have came down, wicked down all the way down to the bear market lows, and you'd be down technically 70%, thinking I'm an idiot, why did I buy? But then now you technically be up 50%. So in 4 years, for an asset that you bought and you're up 50% from the highs, coming through the bear market up into this kind of bull market here, you are not doing bad at all. So let's look at some news at the minute throughout the cryptocurrency space. So guys, so this is 5 hours ago, but $345 million is liquidated from the cryptocurrency space in the past 60 minutes. All right, so guys, nearly $500 million, near enough, was liquidated from the whole cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin going down to that 104,700 is obviously a significant point where people started to get liquidated, probably hit stop losses, probably liquidated quite a bit. And obviously then President Trump to hold a press conference for Elon Musk today. So it'll be his last day. Elon is terrified. Yeah, we'll see about that. And then obviously as well, so China's AI company Webus International Limited announces up to $300 million in financial planning to establish an XRP strategic reserve supporting global payment solutions. So again, bullish news for XRP, but just sentiment at the minute in the cryptocurrency space, with market and price action. Yeah, we're not really getting that kind of blow off top, are we? Or like news kind of dictating what goes on in the market. And also, Cantor Fitzgerald plans to launch a gold protected Bitcoin fund, basically combining direct Bitcoin exposure with the downside protection based on gold price. So again, bullish to see people starting to go. Obviously, gold being an asset for multiple years, stemming back to years and years and years ago. The fact that Bitcoin's even getting linked to that is fantastic. And then also BlackRock spot ETFs bought up to 1,160 Bitcoin and 18,800 Ethereum on just yesterday. So it's brilliant to see. And also, Sol Strategies added 26,478 Sol in the last 4 days, so between 26th and 29th of May, being its holdings up to random thing 420,355. And again, with ETF flows, around 3,220 Bitcoin were sold and 34,290 ETH were bought. So is this kind of the turnaround we're starting to see in kind of that kind of injection into Ethereum and start to see the altcoins start to take off? Possibly. So just other thing as well, guys. So just looking at the ranking bot on Coinbase, just to see where we are. Again, so today 322, probably with the sell-off as well, and 24 on the finances app. So again, we're down quite a bit here. And again, Bitcoin's at 105,000, 106,000 at the minute. You look at it from even 6 months ago. There is we're up nearly, 60%, and people are still not bullish enough. Retail are not here, so it's a lot to think about. And even like this, over the last 5 years, this is what we're looking at here. So blue is Bitcoin, red is XRP. So again, as you can see here, bear market lows, you're looking at Bitcoin being 21, out of 100, or even 19. Where are we now? Guys, we're at 20. We're at all-time lows for Bitcoin, and XRP is at 9. So on Google Trends, we are still very low. The exposure, people looking up crypto, because I spoke to people on a regular basis, because I can't help but bring up crypto when they're saying, "Oh, I'm a bit skinned. My money's not working for me," and all this. I'm like, invest in Bitcoin. Why not? Just if you don't want that higher volatility, but you want something to invest in, and it will always go up. If you put money into Bitcoin, 4 years later, you guarantee you've probably made some money. They're like, yeah, but I don't know enough about it, and it's not real money and all this. And I'm like, okay, but look at the charts, or I could show you the charts, and I can show you how inflation works and how your fiat currency is going down in price and devaluing because they're printing millions each day, each government is, and yet Bitcoin has a total locked supply up to a max eventually when it's all mined of 21 million. So when Bitcoin has its max or its whole supply out, and there can be no other Bitcoin injected into that, into the system or into that network, what's going to happen? The price of that asset will go up. However, with your money, it doesn't. But again, people don't see that at the minute. And when Bitcoin goes to 130, 140,000 and starts to get some traction, this will absolutely go up. Coinbase will be downloaded. We'll start seeing some injection into the cryptocurrency space. But you're coming at the wrong time. Right now is the times to buy at those lows. Again, guys, I love the chat. It's not financial advice. It's just one of those things where I feel quite passionate about, where I want my money to work for me, and I want to be able to, in years to come, put my money into assets that aren't going to be devaluing over time. So let's look at the liquidations. So let's just reload this just to make sure. So liquidation map, look in here, we are, this barnacle thing would load. There we go. So again, guys, we are currently at 105, 100. So you're looking on the daily, you're looking at 650 million, and then shorts, you're looking at 1.25 billion. So on the daily, people are going short now, thinking we're gonna sell off a bit more. Well, not just that, obviously the prices come down, so they've probably shorted around here as well as the price was coming down. On the day, on the weekly, you're looking at about 1 billion to 3 billion of shorts. to 1 billion of longs, and on the 30-day. So again, Bitcoin's price 30 days ago obviously was below that 100k mark. So you're looking at 5.73. So all again, I looked about an hour ago, and it was about 6.2 billion. So we've already lost $500 million in that sense. Of liquidations there, or people have sold with their stop loss, and your shorts are 3.775 billion. So people are still kind of on that long gauge. Guys, we're looking at possibly, so let's say half of that, so it's 6 billion, not 5.8, so say 6 billion. So you're looking around the 3 billion sort of area. You're looking at about literally 100k, 100, maybe 101k. Just wicking below. So guys, it is possible to come down to those lows. You never know. Again, cryptocurrency space, it's volatile, but again, it's like I say, it's an asset that always goes up. The volatility is there, but the asset always goes up, and that's why I am in this kind of space. I love it. So on the 7 days, Bitcoin's outflows is 1.6 billion, Ethereum just shy of 350 million. 24 hours, Bitcoin's got nearly 370 million outflows, and Ethereum 200 million outflows. XRP, you're looking at about 70 million on the day, on the weekly, and 33 million on the daily. Solana 220 million basically on the weekly, and 83 million on the daily. And then let's have a look at Sui as well. So Sui 24 million on the weekly, nearly 25, and just shy of 17 million on the daily. And again, Chainlink as well. I mean, Chainlink's seen a bit of an outflow, so 18 million for its market cap at the minute. But again, guys, this all can turn around at some point. Just again, I think we're just kind of leveling out with all these leverage longs and stuff like that. As you can imagine, my leverage trades are not doing the best. So currently, 56% into my aerodrome kind of trade, as the price currently is at 53.5 cents. XRP, I'm 63% into it, and my Sui 47%. Again, because my Chinese Andy meme coin that I got, and I sold 80% of it, it's bumped up to like 2.5 million market cap now. These things happen. But again, I wanted to take some profit. I was thinking, okay, what's less volatile than a meme coin that was a market cap of 30,000 and now 2.5 billion? I was like, okay, I'll go into some leverages, 3 to 5x's, but again, my XRP is a 10x at the minute. I might put into that and just kind of margin it down to like a 7x maybe. Just because I am not in the mood to get liquidated. And again, I did 10x to start with to think, let's be a bit cheeky and see what I can get. But guys, with the unpredictability of the markets currently, I mean, like I said, things dropped off 8-10% over the last 24 hours. If that happens again, I will be getting liquidated, and I guarantee a few of you will, so just be careful. But yeah, again, I hold more spot bags, 100%, always just, if it goes down, it goes down, fine, don't mind that. It could go down 30%, I don't care. As long as it goes back up 50-60%, which again, I feel like it will, then I'm making money in that sense. These, I got it off a meme coin, which I put £50 into, so technically I'm playing with 50 quid here, and I got back an amazing return, and I thought, let's invest that into something like this, just to give it a go, because to me, I mean, that is literally a gamble, the meme coin, because of its volatility, and basically its market cap was $30,000, why not? But that's me today, guys. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Might have another update in the next kind of day or so, just to see, depending on what the markets are doing. But yeah, look after yourselves, look after your cryptocurrency, and look after your loved ones, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.